So, what's up, guys? Back with another video, obviously. So, I wanted to talk about something that is kind of been on my mind lately. And I feel like I need to get it out, get it out of my head. So, one of the things that I've noticed over the last couple weeks as I've been traveling and just really I would say just decluttering. I've been mentally decluttering things. The more I don't speak to certain people, the more I don't have certain obligations that I used to have, 2 months ago, living at home, being around family, being around friends and all that, or friends. I've realized there's a lot of baggage that I've held onto that was never my baggage. It was never emotions that I wanted. It was never dreams that I wanted. It was never responsibilities I wanted. Like a whole lot of just shit. Like just a whole lot of shit. It's just not my shit. It's not my shit at all. When I first moved out from home a couple years ago, I was like, I'm running away from you guys. And that was what I established, I was like, I'm running away. I want my own space. I want to be myself. I want to be happy. I don't want people in my face all the time. And that's just me. And I felt like when I moved away, everybody felt like I abandoned them for some reason. And I literally moved 20 minutes. So in my mind, I was just like, I'm 20 fucking minutes away. If you care, boop, hop on the highway. It's literally a doo-doo straight shot. And that kind of helped me to all right, who's really there for me, whatever. And then I went through a lot of things in my early 20s that I don't even feel like bringing into this new era of my life, but I did. I went through so much. I kind of touched on it in other videos, so I guess you can go through piece the puzzles if you want, but I just, not for this video. I don't care. Don't want to talk about it. So kind of where I'm at now, I'm at this point, I'm listening to, you guys know I listen to a lot of audiobooks, and I like to kind of work through my own traumas and my own difficulties myself. It's kind of one of the reasons why I study psychology, is because if I can do these things for myself, and I almost always have my whole life, then I can do them for other people. I'm doing really good at looking at the camera. I just want to point that out in case anybody noticed. So that was it's a big light bulb for me to be able to say, if I can work through these things, I can, kind of not, I don't know how to describe it. It's not like personality changes, because I feel like I've always been the exact same person, but I've definitely gone through different identity changes over the last couple of years, and I kind of get very anxious. Maybe somebody else might relate to this, but you ever feel like you're going through a change in your life, and when you're changing, you worry too much about what everybody else around you is gonna think, and sometimes their opinions will hold you back and things like that. I'm one of those people, I thrive off of approval. And it's really bad. I hate it. Because, I also at the same time can be I don't give a fuck what you think. You know what I mean? But at the same time, I still care about approval. So that's kind of been a big issue of mine. After everything I went through, my early 20s coming into now, I'm about to be 30. And I think that it's just, I can't, my brain can't process not having approval to be happy. My brain, if I keep doing that, it's to adjust the lighting, and I'd rather just keep doing this than pause and have to edit a whole bunch of lighting adjustments out. Anyway, so my brain can't process why people who claim to love me can't approve or can't support me, and it's I put more weight into it than I think that they even do, so that's been one of the heavy burdens that I've been carrying. And as I've just been driving, listening to books, clearing my mind, being by myself, noticing how much my phone absolutely, when you were away from people and you can't do for them, you can't be for them, you can't see for them, speak for them, hear for them, none of that anymore, you notice how little they'll reach out, right? So as I'm just going, it's just slowly things are melting off. slowly. And I feel like I'm rediscovering who I am without the influence of others, who I am without the approval of others, who am I without the fucks given for others. Now, one of the other things that I've noticed I've been taking more to is social media. And I'm a millennial just like everybody else, obviously, just another millennial. And I mean, I'm assuming like everybody else. I look at my demographics, y'all are pretty much millennials. So, you know, like growing up in this social media area, not even social media, because we kind of grew up in like chat rooms and, you know, like MySpace and things like that. We grew up where the people on your social media were usually friends and family. So what you did and how you talked and what you said and your pictures and everything, it was for approval of friends and family. Then, you know, social media took this weird turn where it's now strangers and you do for strangers. And one of the things I notice is strangers love me when I'm absolutely authentically me, when I am not caring about what I say, being politically correct, biting my tongue on a certain thing. I might hurt somebody's feelings. Like, strangers love me for who I am. While I've been on this journey, it's been strangers who are saying, here's $5. I don't know you, but you seem to be chasing your dreams. Here's $5, girl. You know, like, here, feed your babies. Here's $10. Whatever. I don't have no friends and family. Like, I'm not gonna say none because I have a few, and they have been like rocks to me, you know what I mean? So I'm saying that it's like the ratio where you would think it'll be like five, 6 strangers are reaching out, and 20, 30, 40 friends. It's the complete opposite. So that's kind of been like bugging me a lot. And then I guess like I've been putting that whole new psychology of social media into like my head, you know, like the FOMO, the fear of missing out, and being like, oh my god, like this picture has to be like this or that has to be like that, whatever. And then I just won't do it. And I'm not really a social media update person anymore. I used to be. If you look at like my old Instagrams and things like that, I used to be like very like all the time just posting selfies, whatever, but I never cared about them. And I guess they just authentically were like, whatever, cool. And now I feel like with that whole like wanting to be an influencer and wanting to do YouTube and all that, like this shit could get pretty damn intimidating. And I'm not the type to normally be intimidated by stuff. So I think that I've been letting that kind of get to my head a little bit or whatever. So I don't know. But anyway, so I said that to say I'm going to cut off social media. How? Being a social media like influencer wannabe, I don't know, but I just want to put all my focus purely into YouTube. I will have an Instagram, and if it's like something I need to do for a brand, or if it's a picture that I'm like absolutely like I want to share, it'll go up on Instagram. But other than that, I'm not taking the time to go on my Instagram. I'm not taking the time to really even go on Twitter anymore. Now, I like Twitter because like sometimes I get lonely and there's always people on Twitter. But that is what I want Twitter to be. You know, like that is what I like my Twitter to be. I am telling you, if you ever follow me on Twitter and I say some shit that's just too damn bad, have a conversation with me if you feel offended or whatever. Because I just refuse, like, I'm who I am and I want to talk. And my Twitter is predominantly black people. Like my whole Twitter is nothing but African Americans. I probably have like a few white people that follow me or that I follow. And that came from like the whole black Twitter follow thing. And that's what kind of put me on there. But even at that, I kind of still need to pull back because with it being predominantly black people, it's giving me that same anxiety that I was getting at home in a way. Of like, you know, we have all this stuff going on. How could I not be focused on freeing the world and doing this and doing that? And it gives me anxiety. Even though it's like quiet and it's subtle, it's still there. And I know somebody else probably can, you know, understand what I'm saying. It's too real sometimes, you know what I mean? Like, and some days you need to escape from the reality. Like when I'm on there and everybody's talking about, you know, prisoners and how they should never come home, or oh, our prison system this and that. Like, I'm the wife of a man in jail, and a man in jail who's been in there since he was a child. So certain shit like that, like, that's too real for me, and I don't have the energy to sit here and go back and forth with a million people on fucking Twitter every day, you know. So I do need like those breaks from it. And to like, YouTube is different. I feel like YouTube is like, I can create content, and that is what I really want to be doing. So pretty much that is that. I am leaving my Instagram alone and leaving Twitter alone. Don't really expect too much out of me if you're gonna follow me on those platforms. If you want to know my life and what's going on, or you know about living in a car and travel and all that, just subscribe to my YouTube, because this is really going to be the only place I'm going to be. It's the only thing that kind of gives me any happiness right now, other than my husband. Like when he called me today, I was like, you're the only thing that gives me happiness. Like, big ass fucking baby, I hate it. He said I left him, y'all. He thinks I left him. He's like, you love me? I'm like, yeah. He's like, then why'd you leave me? I'm like, I didn't fucking leave you. Oh my god, man. Damned if I do, I'm damned if I don't. I told him I'm just gonna come back and live outside the prison forever, because it's the only place that makes me happy is seeing him. But at the same time, that's not a reality. I need to be moving. I need to be where I feel free. Trying to get to California, this has been a lot longer than I thought. I don't even, what's today's date? I don't even know the date. I think it's like the 14th. I left the 1st. So it's been 14 days and I've made it to Iowa. So, inshallah, people donate, send me some money, please, so I could go. And if you're in California, I need a job. Okay, like, y'all know I do my graphic designs, and I'm trying to build up a store and doing all these different things, but I need a actual job. I'm looking now online. I've been looking for a doggy daycare or something that I could take my girls with me, because it's otherwise there's going to be no way to work. It's entirely too hot in California to just be leaving them in the car all day, and it's also entirely too hot and not healthy for my car to just keep it idling all day long. Ooh, I have hiccups. So, yeah, I'm looking for a job in California. Hopefully I'll find something that my dogs can come with me, or, you know, at least something that I can afford daycare for them while I go to work. That would be another idea. But yeah, so that's really just it. That's what's been going on. Right now, like I said, I am in Iowa. I'm tired. I'm delirious. It's super hot. Like, it's like 90 something right now outside. There's no water. That's been the biggest issue, and why I need to like hurry up and move, because there's no water. Like, what the fuck? Where's the fucking water? Where's the water? There's no water in the Midwest. You could tell I'm a Pennsylvanian and barely went anywhere in the fucking world, because I'm like, so no, not everybody got streams and shit. Like, then I went to, what was it? Where was I yesterday? Illinois yesterday. And yeah, like I went down to the river and I'm like, oh, okay, I guess we could go swimming in the river. It was like gross. Even the girls, they were like, we'll put our feet in just to kind of cool down, but no. Like, even Momo, she was looking at me like, I'm not doing this. Like, I'm not doing it. So I was like, okay, boo, do what you want. Yeah, so I'm tired. I need to like get my energy back up. I can't even like afford coffee, so I haven't had any coffee or caffeine. The most that I've been able to eat is like bananas and stuff. Yeah, that's really it. Like yesterday, someone sent me a few dollars yesterday, and I was able to get some gas and get something to eat. I found a Trader Joe's, and I was like, oh my god, I can actually get a vegan meal like in here. and get something to eat because it's too hot. Like, I can't even cook, I can't think, I can't do anything. Like, and it's hard because I have homework, I'm back at school, like my class just started, so I have so much going on, and my brain, I need mental clarity. And that's one of the reasons why, I feel like I'm just so itchy. That was one of the reasons why I'm deciding I need to cut off Instagram and Twitter. Because if you guys know anything about like bipolar disorder, or like I have bipolar, I have personality disorders, what is it, mood disorder, I can't even think right now, borderline personality disorder, and anxiety and everything, like being overstimulated will drain you. And I'm a flexivert where I need to charge my batteries and then let them go and run and talk and be bouncing off the walls like an extrovert, and then I get back into my introvert where I'm just like, no one breathe in my direction or I might just cry. Like, literally. And so dealing with that, it has been like exhausting. I'm exhausted. My brain is literally like, I'll think of something that I can do for like YouTube, or you know, different brands to reach out to, things like that, and then it's just like my brain is just like, I can't though, like, and I feel it, and then that drains me out a lot more. And then of course, you know, the addictive cycle, you go straight back to your phone, go back on to Instagram or back on to Twitter to ignore what's going on, and then that drains me more. And I need to stop falling into that cycle. I've noticed I've been doing it a lot more that now that I'm on the road. One of the things I've been doing is like making sure I'm not really near Wi-Fi at night. That's kind of been helping. Ooh, is that a tornado? I'm so dramatic. It was literally a bunch of dust that just picked up and went like this. But look, I ain't put shit past it. That's another reason I'm not really into, like, you know, catastrophic events and shit, and I feel like I'm on edge waiting for something to happen. I don't know why. So yeah, I need to not be on the internet. Like, you see how tired I am? No lie, it is 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I woke up, I didn't really sleep much last night. I think last night was probably one of the worst nights I've had since being in my car. Like, since I did eat an actual meal yesterday, my stomach was tore the fuck up. Yeah, it was real. So, and like where I parked, we ain't even about to get into this whole, the crackheads that are all around me right now. I don't know what the fuck. I thought, you know, you pull into an area, you see a Trader Joe's, you're like, oh, this is a pretty hip area. Hit my ass. So there was this guy outside of my car, and he was just making so much fucking noise, banging, and I'm like in a hotel parking lot. So I'm like, what the fuck? Why is he making all this noise? Right? And I'm just praying that these two don't start barking or start their shit. But they were tired. They were hot as hell. It was like maybe midnight, and it was still like 80 something degrees. So we're literally, I'm sorry if the lighting is off. We're literally like in the car sweating. And I'm trying to get, like, I'm sorry, so much. Every video is gonna be me yawning until I can get my energy up. I was like trying to get the best sleep that I possibly could, and every couple minutes it was something. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? So then I did go back to sleep, and then I just jumped out of my sleep. I don't know. This is funny. So like I smelled something, and I didn't know if I farted and pooped on myself, or if one of them pooped. I smelled something. I jumped up so fast, and I think I just farted because it was so hot. It was like trapped in the car. And I'm like, I gotta go to the bathroom. So I went to a come and go. Am I fucking bothering you? Oh, she's asleep, baby. It's okay. When she sleeps sometimes, she goes, you hear it? It's okay, mama. And then the mom over here gets concerned. So I guess I was too loud. It probably startled her in her sleep. Sorry about that. But I was saying, so then I went to a Come and Go gas station. Come and Go. I love it. I went over there and I used the bathroom, and then I was like, okay, I'm just gonna park at like one of the hotels that was closer to that, and went back to sleep. But it was so hot, it was miserable last night, and then I went back to sleep. So I woke up this morning like maybe 7 something. I'm still adjusting, I guess, to the lighting. I'm still adjusting to the time zone differences. No, you're not licking my face. This is the trick with her. If anybody ever meets her and you want to hold her, you have to hold her like this, because if you hold her like this, slowly she's gonna keep moving. Mama. And then you get hair everywhere, and then she's gonna turn and try to lick you. So there's like guys over there somewhere she keeps seeing. But anyway, so yeah, I woke up and then I was just like, yo, I'm fucking beat. And it's a Sunday. Sundays I usually don't do much. Sundays I charge my battery, because Monday, like y'all know, make Monday your bitch. So Mondays, no matter what, I'm not gonna be distracted. I'm gonna get everything done I need to. So Sundays are usually exhausted days where I'm just like, nothing is going on. But yep, it was, oh girl, pull your pants up. Well, now my eyes are about to itch. You know, it sucks being allergic to your dogs. I swear to God it does. And I can't take my allergy pills all the time. Apparently the one, it bothers bipolar disorder, or like triggers something, and I didn't know that until I worked for an allergist. And then when I told him what medication I like, what daily pill I took and all that, he was like, don't you have bipolar? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, you can't take that. And I'm like, wow? He was like, no, you can't take that, it'll bother you. I was like, oh, that makes a lot of sense, because I was really going crazy around that time. And that's what made him think about it. He was like, that's why you've been like this, because it was showing more at work. Like when it comes to work, a lot of the time I'm very like, I'm a work driven person. So when I'm at work, I'm happy. And when I am, that's what kind of helps me a lot, working out in like the public. But working privately now, like working with myself, it gets really, I get depressed and all that. It's harder to blank my brain out of it, because there's nobody to talk to, which is why I would rather film. I'm sorry, y'all. I would rather film videos than just using pictures and things like that. It's just an Instagram culture I'm not really into. I can't lie, I'm not at all. I don't like the vanity of it, and I don't like the energy that I get from it. I don't like it. I don't at all. So yeah, well, that's that. Hopefully I don't know. Got some shit off my chest. Alright, I will see you guys later, because now my eye is itching and I need to go find somewhere, I guess, to wash it out. So